Hi, welcome back to Down the Shed with me, Jason. So, as you saw in the thumbnail, 700 subs. Thank you to all of you. So, if you go back through my videos, you'll see there's a brief going on about my court case. I'm going to turn this up a bit. That ended on the 15th of August. Up until that point, basically 3 years ago next week, I got arrested for a air rifle offence. It took Wiltshire Police 2 years and 7 months to prosecute me. So I got off extremely light, thankfully. Escaped prison with a suspended sentence, no fine, no court costs. Although I have to pay for my own legal defence, which is 2,400 quid. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I don't own nothing apart from what's in here. A rifle, 2 computers. One of them is a gaming laptop, but you know, they still find it that I can pay my own defence. I work 16 hours a week, 64 hours a month. Wow, 64 hours every payday. It's 4 weekly. And I can pay my own defence. So, yeah, cheers for that. I've just built one of these walkie-talkies. I have got it transmitting. It's got a really low megahertz. These are crap. They're really fiddly and stupid to build, but we'll talk about that in the video. But yeah, I've got the second one to build still. That's still in pieces. But yeah, they're really, really, really fiddly to build. And they have an unusual circuit board. By the way of the fact that the resistors don't sit on flat, they stand up. Sort of like that. So normally they'd sit on a board flat. Like that. So yeah, that's different. Got another spectrum analyzer to build, but this one's got a boom box built in, Bluetooth, so that'll be fun. And there is a radio with rechargeable battery. I do intend to try and convert one of the other boom boxes, so it's basically go to Poundland, get one of those small rectangle 18650 charger, basically gut it. So it's just the battery and the circuit board, and then mount that inside one of those boom boxes. So when you plug the power in, it basically, instead of going into the boom box, it goes into the power bank to charge that, and then the power bank basically outputs to the device. So it's basically a case of just flipping wiring the input of the, take a charging cable, cut it short, and just use those to go to the power, and then the power goes to the output one. Again, just put a USB-A plug in there, cut it short. In fact, you can use the 1 lead to do both things. So it'll charge the power bank. If the power bank will fit in there in one piece, it'll make it easier. But yeah, make it so you don't have to carry a separate power bank to power the boombox. So I think the clear one would be the one to go for. Oh, that rain now. So I think it would need gutting because there is room in there, but it's not the best use of room. But I think it'd possibly be able to squeeze one down inside there somewhere along the back here. Just really crack that. You can. These are so. It's not going to pick it up. There it is. These are so easy to crack. But yeah, just put a bit of tape on that each side. Probably hot snot the battery onto here, and then wire it in. As you can see, the powering is pretty simple. There's just 2 wires on the back of that plug, the round one. So you just wire the output of the power bank onto that, and the input of the power bank onto the original wires there. I like this one better because it's got the speakers in the front. The other one, although it's black case as well, the speakers are on the ends. So I like this. And this one, you can just, if you're not using the radio, you can just take that off and bung it away or put it in a drawer or whatever. But yeah, it has got a neat little 3.5mm antenna. Also, the brain is on the top, whereas the other one, the brain's on the front because the speakers are on the ends. Oh, I can't be bothered. It's piled up over there with the Ferris wheel. So yeah, that's about 2 kits. Oh, I've got the solar powered windmill as well. I need to get some varnish because that one I hoped just leave it outside when I've cleared the pond off. Just leave it down by the pond. And if I can get some sort of night light with a solar panel before I build it, again, probably from the pound shop, I could probably put a little light inside the building and have the solar panel run that as well. So that'll be a fun little project with a bit of a modification. Yeah, that's about it really. Been at Subway now for 4 or 5 months, so kind of a steady job going on there, which is really, I could walk to work, but seeing as I'm the delivery driver, I have to take the car. But yeah, apart from that, it's all happy days. So I would like to try and replace it, even though I love this worktop. This worktop is inch thick. I think I've talked about it before. MDF. I had it cut to measure by the Sparkies on a building site I was working on. Flipping expensive bit of wood that would have been to buy. Thank you, boys. You were good lads. I looked after you. You looked after me. So yeah, not a lot really to report other than that. Sherlock's had his year birthday. He's pretty much going to need a dog trainer this year because he's getting beyond his station. He's an arse to walk on the leads. He's extremely jumpy, and I can't have that. I don't need him jumping up at children. And he's starting to be a complete dick in the car as well. Can't go anywhere in the car without him barking constantly at anybody and everybody. Of course, if you shout at him, you're joining in, as far as the doggy trainers will tell you. You're barking together. So that hasn't probably helped. But yeah, he's going to need a bit of reining in this year before he can start his agility competitions. And I do want to get him start training soon in the spring for agility. He can do tunnels, he can do hoops. His ability to go under and over things, he loves jumping, and he goes under gates you wouldn't believe. In fact, he jumped through our gate the other day. There's bars about this far apart, about 2 foot off the ground, and he's straight through it. Dog makes me laugh sometimes. But yeah, we'll get Sherlock sorted out. Hopefully he hasn't snuck off outside. No. Sometimes he sneaks off and you open the shed door and he's just stood there absolutely dripping wet. Thanks, mate. That was a great help. But yeah, that's about it really. I've got like literally 3 kits in the cupboard. I've got a load of leatherwork stuff to start cracking on with, but that's probably not going to be too exciting. But it is something I want to go forward with. If I can get good at it. I'm going to have to do keyboard. If I can get good at it, then could make a few quid out of it on the side. Basically, when I'm up here watching YouTube or TV, whatever, could be knocking out the odd handbag or wallet or AirPods case. But yeah, I've got an AirPod case, which is like my proof of concept to finish. I just need to do the sewing bit now. But there were mistakes made when I started that one, which I've already learned from before I do another one. I think I'll do this one and then just got to type. Oh, I'm in capitals. Yeah, I finished that one just to get the sewing bit, and I'm not sure which way it's supposed to be sewn, but from the look at the pictures, you only get like a few photos of it and no instructions. So I think I know where I'm going with it. But yeah, I just need to. I've already started having practice at the sewing thing, the saddle stitch. That's not too much of an issue. But yeah, need to do that one, and then do another one, but properly, because that one I cut the parts out, and then glued them together, which was wrong. I should have glued the material together and then cut the parts out. My 700 subs, I'm so happy with that. So going back to my court thing earlier, when I got nicked 3 years ago, I basically stopped the YouTube. Although there were videos coming out, it was all complete BS, like horse racing and blipping, just crap. And I've deleted all of the crap over the last 2.5 years. But when I stopped 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago now, I had somewhere in the 400 subscribers. And people finding my videos, they basically trickled up slowly to about, I think it was about 564-ish when I got back last August. So since my court and my suspended sentence, thank you, bad prison system and being over full and having no room for me. Yeah, since August, we've gone from 564 to 693. So in the last 11 days, I've made 7 subs to get it to 700. But at the start of the year, we were on 693. So I've done approximately, 129 subscribers since August. So if I can do 129 from August, I want to do 300 this year. I want to hit that magic 1,000. Now I won't get monetized because I still haven't got. I don't think I've got the view count and the watch minutes high enough yet. So we still got to work on that. But the more subs I get, the more minutes and views I'll get, hopefully. So it will increase, but the 1,000 gets us to the first hurdle, and I'm hoping then I'll be able to do mobile live streams. So when I'm up in the horse paddock or whatever, we can knock the odd video out with the horses, or Sherlock being a complete dumbass playing ball. So yeah, let's get 300 subs. Share everywhere. I don't do the socials. I'm not a big Facebooker. I won't touch TikTok. Instagram, I think they've deleted my account because I haven't been on it for so long. I'm just not one for the socials. I know I could probably, especially with the shorts, substantially increase my YouTube presence with those. But I just can't be bothered, to be fair. I can't be asked with Instagram and all the others, and it really doesn't bother me. Everything I do, I'll do all my merits on here. So, what's that? 50 XP. What's that for? I don't know what that is. Anyway, yeah. So, a couple of kits still to come. The solar power windmill. I really should try that Leatherworks soon. So here's one of these crappy walkie-talkies. I put the battery in upside down because I didn't put the switch in. The switch goes on this little knob, but it's such a pain in the arse and fiddly little bugger to put together. I thought it's easier just to put the battery in backwards, or upside down rather, so it's not in contact with anything. But why do these things always fall out of their bloody kits? So every single one of these, you'll find some of the wood bits fall out of their slots. But yeah, a little solar power panel there and a motor. So you can see basically the windmill shape there. So this is a solar powered windmill. But my intention with this, you can almost get a picture of it there. My intention with this is to try and, it's got a little water wheel on the side, but I bet that does nothing. You can get a bit of a picture of it there. So I want to try and put like some sort of LED light inside it somewhere as well. So basically Poundland some sort of garden solar light. Just gut it and come to dada. Put the parts and the LED inside there. Could even change the LED for a colour changer. There's quite a few pages here. All in Chinese, of course. Oh, 49, 50, 54. 54 steps. So that's 25 to... That don't make sense. So this page is 19 to 24. Then we've got 25 to 30. And then inside you have 31 to 42. I don't know why they put a little ruler on each page. That's 49 to 54. 43. That's 42. So that follows on from that. God, that's so messy. They've literally made two leaflets which don't make any numerical sense. So that's basically a quick look at the windmill itself. And there's the part sheets. And a little double-sided sticky thing for the solar panel. But if we do varnish, well, when we varnish it, the solar panel will probably stick to it, the varnish. I'm just wondering, really, how that water wheel fits on. Is there a way of... No, I don't look like there is. I was going to say it'd be pretty cool if you could power the water wheel as well. Have both going round. And if you look, the wires are just basically exposed to the solar panel. I doubt if there's any way of going about that in another way. I wonder if we can put a little hole in the panel behind the solar panel, and then feed it down through this building and into the air and back up. Something we can look at anyway. So yeah, I'm wondering if we can put a colour changer in there somewhere. Maybe in the top building where the motor is, put a colour changer in the top hole there, and just see if it filters through these holes behind the blades there. You can see there's kind of little holes. So a colour changer in there could be a bit of fun. Or have just a candle flicker one, so it's like a candle light. I might go with that, actually. But first, we need to get a solar-powered garden ornament. But yeah, I want to make sure, instead of gluing that one together, I'm just going to use the varnish to glue it together. So varnish one side of the parts, let it dry, and then, of course, quite a few of them have fallen out of their whole slot. And then varnish the other side as you build it. So that one will take a while because the varnish will have to dry. So that could take about a week to build in between drying times. It's like, what, 24 hours for a decent dry on varnish. And we might even have to give it a gentle rub down because varnish is going to dry semi-rough. You know, you're going to get bits of dust and crap in it. So, yeah, it's another one of those little projects. I have done Zoom on my laptop, but that was basically for a lorry driving course I was doing during COVID. I've not used it before or after. Zoom single-handedly killed Skype. Skype went down like an app route and added all sorts of crap that nobody wanted. If they'd have stuck to what they were good at, just doing video calls, Skype would still be a big thing. But no, they cocked it up and Zoom just stole all of their people. Did you know Yahoo? Do you remember Yahoo? Have you heard of? You must have heard of Yahoo. If you're older than me, you know Yahoo. Yahoo was the Google before Google. In 1998, Google went to Yahoo because the two kids who created Google wanted to go back to college. They wanted to wash their hands of the company. They went to Yahoo and they offered the company for $1 million in 1998. And Yahoo, well, we don't need Google. We are the biggest search engine. In 2002, oh, Napster, God, yeah. In 2002, Yahoo went to Google 4 years after being offered the company for $1 million. They went to Google and offered $3 billion. And Google said, no, we want $5 billion. And again, the talks ended. Yahoo walked away. I looked this up a few days ago. Today, Google is worth $3.8 trillion. That has got to be the biggest business cock-up of all time ever. If you had £1,000 worth of shares in Google in 2004, I think it was, they'd be worth £66,000 today. So for every £1,000 that you put in to Google 23 years ago, it would be worth 66 grand. So 10 grand would be worth £660,000. God, if we knew then what we know now. But right, anyway, I'm playing GTA 5, obviously. Everyone's playing GTA 5. We're waiting for 6. Please come this year. Please come this year. But I had a go at the GTA Plus members thing. It offered 3 months of price of 1 month, I think it was, or maybe 3 for 2. I can't remember. I think it was 3 for the 1. And I thought, do you know what? Why the hell not? Just to see what the shits and giggles are. Now, the in-game perks are pretty awesome. Doesn't make it worth the money, but it does. I mean, I can get all the payments from my businesses on the phone in-game instead of having to visit each business, which saves flipping half an hour to an hour of game time straight away. You don't even have to move from where you stood or sat. You could just literally go on your phone in-game and claim all your money. What I didn't realise until I looked the other day was the library in my Rockstar app launcher thing. Suddenly, Bully's there, LA Noire, and I wanted to play that. It must have been 18 years ago I wanted to play that, so I started having a go on that. GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas are all available to download as a GTA Plus member. Got to be done, right? Oh my God, I think I've only got one of them left to download. San Andreas, maybe. I've got GTA 3. Even though they've brought the controls up to modern, the same as GTA 5. So basically, if you play GTA 5, the controls are identical over now on the older defined or definitive editions as they are. Oh my God, the gameplay is so bad. It's like playing a really bad mobile phone game now. What happened? I remember sitting there one day playing these thinking, damn, this is cool. And now you play GTA 5 and then you go back to GTA 3 and you're like, seriously, this is fucking awful. It runs everywhere. They're trying to control the character into a straight line. It's just running all over the place. The flipping handling dynamics of the cars, the graphics themselves, even with the definitive editions, it's still like, seriously, I've played better phone games. But it's just a bit of fun. It's nostalgic. But yeah, I'm quite liking that LA Noire. Never wanted to play it when it came out. Never got round to buying it. Never did play it. And considering it's like a 15, 20-year-old game, it's actually not bad. I'm not brilliant at it. Oh, that's more out of the cupboard. I don't read the suspects right, and I get half of the questions wrong. Do you think they're guilty? Lying, doubtful, or truth? I always get at least half of them wrong, but that's half the fun of the game, I suppose. So, yeah, anyway, more videos to come soon. Need to get more stock in. Like I say, I've only got, I think, 3 kits and the windmill thing. I've got the boombox with the spectrum analyzer. I really want to get on with that one soon, actually. But yeah, I don't know. I might leave the walkie-talkies on the back burner because they are proper fiddly, and I think they're going to be highly disappointing. So I need to go and visit the house quickly, if you know what I mean. So I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Love you all. Let's build those subscribers up.